12 years ago, Michelle was 23 and in her senior year of college when she was pushed off a balcony, landed on her head, and another person landed on top of her.
I knew that something major had happened. I knew it was not okay. And then went to the hospital, went to the emergency room, and was diagnosed with whiplash. And then the pain never got better. The swelling was worse and worse. So about 3 days later, went back to the doctor, had an MRI, and I didn't know that my neck was even broken for about 2 weeks.
Her life would never be the same. She spent 6 months in a neck brace and then another 6 months doing physical therapy, all while living on opioids.
I was physically dependent on the medication. I would get very ill if I did not take the pills. So it wasn't, for myself, it wasn't a mental addiction. I wasn't constantly looking at the medication as, oh, I need one of those, oh, I need one of those, oh, I need one of those. It was, if I don't take these, I will become ill. So I didn't know what life was going to be without the pills, and that was very scary, very shocking.
Dr. Ken Ree, the chief medical officer for La Clinica, says opioids are believed to only help chronic pain 30%.
You have to look for other things if you want full function and really to control pain. And that group of drugs, right? We know that the opiates have a lot of side effects. You take them every day, it really looks like it changes the fundamental way that you engage the world. You, me, anybody, I don't care who you think you are. You start taking opiates every day, it is likely going to change how you engage the world. It just is.
8 years later, Michelle had a C4-C5 fusion, and 4 months after that, was right back where she started. The surgery didn't work. Over a year later, Michelle was accepted to the Mayo Clinic. The plan was to have a full neck fusion, but before she could do that, she had to get off her pain meds, which she had been on for 10 years.
So I went through a tapering program, so it was very intense. And the tapering program was to kind of bring you down off of the medication and then also learn about the medication and learning intensely the benefits and restrictions of what pain medication can do and what it's there for and how it works.
Laura Hiesacker is a healthcare consultant for the Oregon Pain Guidance Group, as well as the new Pain Resiliency Program for Oregon Health Plan patients.
Oftentimes what we know with people with chronic pain is that their life becomes very small and that they become very isolated, and there's a phenomenon that begins to happen where their life begins about getting rid of their chronic pain. And this idea that once I get rid of my chronic pain, then I can begin doing the things that I want to do to make my life full and meaningful. And so what we're really trying to do is to begin to sort of flip that around and say, can you begin to think about what's important and meaningful in your life and begin to take small steps to commit to that.
At the end of the program, Michelle was completely off opioids. She decided not to have neck surgery with the goal of getting her life back.
And after the program, I've actually gotten my life back. I've gotten married, I would like to have a family, I've gotten back to all the things that I love.
Today, Michelle is no longer living on opioids. She now has the skills she learned through support groups and therapy to help her manage her chronic pain. If you are living with chronic pain or using opioids daily, visit OregonPainGuidance.org to see what help is available.